The United States faces a complex and evolving global security landscape. New challenges emerge from both established powers like Russia and rising regional actors like Iran. In this context, the U.S. military is undertaking a critical modernization of its nuclear forces. This modernization is not about building new weapons but about ensuring the reliability and effectiveness of existing capabilities. It is about maintaining a credible deterrent against potential adversaries and assuring allies of America's commitment to their security. This essay will examine key aspects of this nuclear modernization effort, focusing on the new E-130J TACAMO aircraft and its role in nuclear command, control, and communications. We will also explore the strategic context of these developments, particularly in relation to potential threats from Iran and Russia. Additionally, we will analyze the significance of recent military demonstrations, such as the USS Carl Vinson's deployment to South Korea. By understanding these developments, we can better grasp the challenges and opportunities facing the United States in its quest to maintain global stability. This modernization effort is not merely about technological advancement. It is about adapting to a world where the nature of conflict is rapidly changing. Cybersecurity threats, hybrid warfare tactics, and the proliferation of advanced technologies are blurring the lines between conventional and nuclear conflict. The U.S. must be prepared to deter and, if necessary, respond to aggression across this spectrum of conflict. At the heart of America's nuclear modernization lies a critical aircraft, the E-130J TACAMO. This aircraft is not a weapon itself, but it plays a vital role in ensuring that the U.S. can command and control its nuclear forces in even the most challenging situations. TACAMO stands for Take Charge and Move Out, and that is precisely what this aircraft is designed to do. The E-130J is a heavily modified version of the C-130 Hercules transport aircraft. It is equipped with sophisticated communications equipment, allowing it to act as a flying command center for U.S. nuclear forces. In the event of a crisis, the E-130J can maintain communication links between the President of the United States and the commanders of U.S. nuclear submarines, bombers, and missile silos. This communication is essential to ensure that the U.S. can execute its nuclear deterrent strategy, if necessary. The importance of the E-130J's role in nuclear command and control cannot be overstated. In a world of rapidly evolving threats, maintaining reliable and resilient communication links is paramount. The modernization of U.S. nuclear forces, including the introduction of the E-130J TACAMO, occurs within a specific geopolitical context. While not explicitly aimed at any single nation, these developments take place against the backdrop of potential threats from countries like Iran and Russia. Iran's pursuit of nuclear technology and its history of supporting terrorism raise concerns about its regional ambitions. While Iran maintains that its nuclear program is for peaceful purposes, its lack of transparency and history of clandestine activities fuel international skepticism. The U.S. and its allies are committed to preventing Iran from acquiring nuclear weapons, and a credible U.S. nuclear deterrent plays a role in this strategy. Russia, on the other hand, possesses a substantial nuclear arsenal and has demonstrated a willingness to use military force to achieve its objectives, as evidenced by its actions in Ukraine. Russia's modernization of its own nuclear forces and its increasingly assertive posture underscore the importance of maintaining a strong and credible U.S. nuclear deterrent. It is important to note that the U.S. does not seek confrontation with either Iran or Russia. The goal of U.S. nuclear modernization is to deter aggression and promote strategic stability, not to provoke conflict. Section 4. Projecting Strength, the USS Carl Vinson's deployment to South Korea. Beyond the modernization of its nuclear forces, the U.S. also demonstrates its military strength and commitment to its allies through strategic deployments, such as the recent visit of the USS Carl Vinson aircraft carrier to South Korea. This deployment served as a visible reminder of the U.S. presence in the region and its commitment to the security of its allies, particularly in light of ongoing tensions with North Korea. The USS Carl Vinson is a Nimitz-class aircraft carrier, one of the largest warships ever built. Its deployment to South Korea, accompanied by a strike group of destroyers and cruisers, sent a clear message of deterrence to North Korea and reassurance to U.S. allies in the region. The carrier's presence allowed the U.S. Navy to conduct joint exercises with South Korean forces, further strengthening interoperability and demonstrating the U.S. commitment to regional security. Such deployments are not merely symbolic gestures, they are tangible demonstrations of the U.S. military's global reach and power projection capabilities. Section 5. Nuclear modernization, a necessary deterrent or provocation. The modernization of U.S. nuclear forces, including the development of the E-130J TACAMO, and deployments like the USS Carl Vinson, has sparked debate about the role of nuclear weapons in the 21st century. Critics argue that such modernization efforts are unnecessary, provocative, and counterproductive, potentially fueling a new arms race and increasing the risk of nuclear conflict. They contend that the focus should be on disarmament and non-proliferation, not on modernizing existing arsenals. They also argue that the vast, destructive power of nuclear weapons makes their use unthinkable, rendering deterrence an outdated concept. Instead, they advocate for alternative security arrangements based on diplomacy, international cooperation, and the pursuit of a world free of nuclear weapons. Proponents of modernization, however, argue that a credible nuclear deterrent remains essential for U.S. national security in a world where other nations possess such weapons.